The Senate leadership has been meeting with several high-ranking government officials from various ministries, departments and agencies to glean from them information involving the economy. Now, it was a turn of the governor of the CBN to appear before the Senate, and he had a lot to say on issues of fiscal responsibility, revenue generation and the foreign reserves. This is the continuation of meetings between the Senate leadership and high-ranking government officials. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, appeared before federal lawmakers to explain the measures the Apex Bank has been making to strengthen the economy.
The CBN took a number of proactive countervailing actions. These include 1. Further tightening of monetary policy, closure of the official foreign exchange window, review of operators' net open position, placement of 72-hour limit on foreign exchange utilization by customers, introduction of a two-way order-based quote system, introduction of a band around the CBN's tentative rate, and a ban on selective items from access to foreign exchange. These policies, Your Excellencies, have led to a significant stabilization of exchange rate and an improvement in market sentiments. Having earlier traded at as high as 206 naira to the dollar, the naira-dollar exchange rate has appreciated and remained around 197 naira to the dollar in the interbank market in the last 5 months. At the heart of the issues that currently confront our nation is the need for us to diversify the structure of our economy from being import dependent to being an economy that produces what she consumes.
He also briefed lawmakers on the present state of the country's foreign reserves.
Reflecting the sharp fall in oil prices and speculative foreign exchange activities, the external reserves declined from $37.3 billion in June 2014 to $29.1 billion as at the end of June of 2015. I am delighted to note that with the strong efforts of His Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, to plug all leakages as well as the vigilant demand management strategy of the Central Bank of Nigeria, we have seen our foreign exchange reserve begin a gradual recovery. As at the 7th of July 2015, the reserves stood at $31.89 billion, a trend we find extremely gratifying.
After the brief discussions before the media, the Senate leadership, the CBN governor and his team went into a private meeting that lasted for more than 1 hour. Addressing a news conference afterwards, the Senate president said the CBN governor brought to the attention of the Senate leadership a worrying problem of a loss of revenue amounting to 30 billion naira from waivers to rice importing companies.
The Central Bank alone cannot make it all work in this area. We must also show the good signals and things that would bring back the success of this kind of policy. For example, as you brought to our notice, is some of the waivers and taxes, waivers on duties, especially on rice, over close to 30 billion that were given to certain companies. This money must be repaid back to federal government. And we told the governor of Central Bank as well, we must go and collaborate with customs to ensure that this 30 billion comes back to government coffers, so that we know that we are serious in making this policy successful. Secondly is the issue of smuggling, because no matter how good these policies are of import substitution, if smuggling can still be going on the way it's going on now, this policy will not be successful. So that area as well, especially the big smugglers that are well known, it's time that these actions are taken to stop the level of smuggling. Number 3 also is that there are other items too that fall under this area of agri that they can be produced locally, and we must review that. There is also the need, we said, that we must continue to work closely and we've always to review, to meet regularly and brief us so that we can begin to also look at the effectiveness of this policy. The key issue also is fiscal discipline. We cannot emphasize too much. Central Bank, you must know those agencies of government that in the past have been used to not sending their revenues straight to the consolidated revenue. And you must play a role in ensuring that this is done. I think a lot of agencies are used to those days of impunity. I think it's time that you must play a role that these agencies bring the money back.
Now, this is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of The Gavel. If you have any views on any of the issues discussed, please email us on thegavel@channelstv.com. Thank you for staying with us and see you again next week.